Hello everyone, we're back for class number 6, I believe, and it's going to be a full 60 minutes today, so stay with me, okay? We're going to start standing up. I've got a few new things for you. We're going to start with our feet and our toes. So I think you should be able to see my feet. Go ahead and look down at your feet, and we're just going to rock on the feet, just coming up to the tip toes and lifting up the forefeet, like we're a hobby horse, a rocking horse. Practice your balance when you get up to the tiptoes. Let's see if we can hold here for 5 seconds, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and come down. Rock on the feet twice. Come up to the tiptoes and hold. So make sure the feet don't cave outward or inward. We're going to try to keep the feet nice and level and bring the heels down. Rock on the feet twice. And one more time, the challenge is to come up higher and higher and higher and hold your balance. Each foot is equal, and come down and rock on the feet a few more times. Arches in, arches out. So watch my feet closely. What we're going to do is just kind of move the feet sideways inward. This is arches in, and notice how the 4 little toes come up off the mat. And then in arches out, the feet kind of move out to the side. They roll out to the side, and now maybe only the little toes are down. Arches in, arches out. The knees are going to be moving inward and outward too. Now if you stand tall and look straight ahead and keep doing this, notice what your pelvis is doing. So when arches go out, a little tuck forward of the pelvis. When arches go in, a little arch of the low back. 2 more times. And come to nice neutral feet. Look down at your feet. All 10 toes are connected to your mat or the floor. The outsides of the feet are connected to the floor. The heels and the forefeet, of course, the toe balls are connected. The arches are just off the floor. I want you to lift up all 10 of your toes and try to get those toes lined up like little soldiers in a straight line, and then lower all of the toes. We're going to do that again, lifting the toes and lower the toes. One more time. Just try to work to keep all 10 toes lined up with each other and come down. Now it's big toes only. Big toes come up and lower, and little toes. All 4 of the little toes come up. The big toes stay down and lower. Both big toes up and lower. Are you moving your fingers? Hold your fingers still. Little toes up and lower. Now with the right foot, the big toe comes up. With the left foot, the 4 little toes come up. I'll wait for you to get that worked out. Good, and then switch them. And switch again. And switch again. I can see we have a lot of work to do here. Switch again. And switch again. We're going to do that 2 more times. And switch. And switch. And relax the toes. Very nice. Moving on to the shoulders. I'm going to stand back on my mat. Stand tall. Whole abdominal wall slightly in. Hold back going to the bathroom. Gently squeeze those deep pelvic bowl muscles like you're holding back. Your glutes are going to tighten up a little bit. And let's take most of the arch out of the low back. So this is us co-contracting. We're going to hold our body like this anytime we do a Pilates exercise. Let's hold that co-contraction and float the arms out to the side. Palms can face down. Now lengthen out those fingers. Inside the shoulder joints, I want you to roll both shoulders forward. Notice the palms of the hands facing back. And then open up both shoulders, roll the shoulders back, palms of the hands face up. And forward, and back, and forward, and back. One more time. There's a little bit of movement in the spine, but not too much. Okay, neutral arms. Lengthen out the fingers. Roll the left shoulder forward and roll the right shoulder back. Look to the right. And then switch. And switch. And this is all coming from the shoulder joints. It's not about the hands, not about the arms. It's the humerus bone, the upper arm bone, just screwdrivering in the shoulder joint. One more time each side. Very nice, and relax. We'll roll the shoulders to release them. Okay, arm circles. Co-contract. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. We're going to leave our arms up. Slide the shoulder blades upward. This is what I don't want. Slide the shoulder blades down without sticking out your low ribs. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. So we're going to favor the lower shoulder blades kind of relaxing down without you forcing them down. We bring the arms back out to the side and down. Now let's bring the arms forward and up as we inhale. And now just kind of relax the shoulder blades down and take the arch out of your back if your back arched, and bring the arms down. Going right into the arm circles. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. Exhale, arms to the front and down. And inhale. And exhale. And just observe your shoulder blades as we're moving. Inhale. And exhale. Going the other way. Inhale. And exhale. And forward. And out to the side. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll roll the shoulders to release. Side bending. You can take the feet, the legs a little bit further apart. We'll take the right arm up. Again, the shoulder blade is relaxed down. We inhale, side bend to the left. Exhale, back to center. Same side. Leave the arm up. Inhale. And exhale. And hold the hips still. Inhale. And exhale. We'll switch arms. Other way. Inhale. And exhale. Think about lengthening both sides of the spine as you bend. One more. And we'll lower the arm. Now we're going to do it with both arms up. Little arm circles out. We'll, again, letting those shoulder blades relax down, firming up all through here. We're going to side bend to the left. We inhale. And come back to center. We're going to go the other way now. Inhale. And exhale, alternating sides. It's a little harder. You have to work a little bit harder because more of your body weight is up above your head. Let's do one more each side. And back to center. What happened to your shoulder blades? Did they hike up or are they down? We'll leave them down. Circle the arms down. And now we'll bring our feet closer together again. So I'd like you guys to, if you want, keep facing me. I'm going to turn and face to my left. You're right, if you want to face the same way as I am. This is so you can just kind of watch the body here as we do our little roll downs and our combination. So again, firming up the abdominal wall, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale. We exhale, drop the head. We do one roll down. We keep the spine very rounded and bend the knees. Doesn't matter if your fingertips touch the floor or not. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, roll up. Stacking the spine, head comes up last. Inhale. Exhale, again, a roll down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, roll up. And inhale. Now we're going to exhale, roll down. One more time. Take the inhale, and then we'll exhale, roll up about halfway, and rest the hands on top of the knees. Now find a straight spine. I'd like you to keep the knees bent a little bit, like I have here, and let's get the shoulder blades down. Shake your head no, and think about getting your neck a little longer. Okay, we're going to arch our back. Starting with the low back, just lift the tail feathers and then lift up the chest so it's facing forward. Shoulders stay down. On the exhale, we keep the spine long, but we round the entire spine. We'll inhale, arch, and exhale, round. And inhale, arch, shoulder blades stay down. And exhale, round, belly draws in deeply. One more time, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Now we're going to let go of our legs, do a roll down, rolling down. Inhale at the bottom. We'll exhale, roll up. As the head comes up last, inhale, arms go out to the side and forward. Now imagine you have a huge beach ball right in front of your body. We're going to exhale. We round over the beach ball, reaching the arms forward long, keeping the legs strong. Rounding over the beach ball, and once we're rounded over, we can bend the knees and go into our roll down. We'll inhale at the bottom. The beach ball is gone. Exhale, roll back up. Stacking the spine. Good. Again, inhale, arms out and up. The beach ball is back. We have to use the muscles in our back to slowly control the movement over the beach ball. Once you're draped over the beach ball, just bend your knees and relax. Inhale. Exhale, a roll up. And one more time. Inhale, arms out and up. And the beach ball is here. Exhale, drape carefully over the beach ball. Try to keep your body weight forward. Once you're draped over the beach ball, you can bend your knees and relax into the forward bend. Take an inhale and exhale, roll back up. We'll just leave the arms dangling this time. Roll the shoulders. Go ahead and face the camera again if you turn sideways. We got to do a little twisting, and while we're doing our little twisting, we're going to work our legs a little bit. So imagine you're going to sit down in a chair. Bring the arms forward. Bring your behind back a little bit. Your body weight should be as far back as possible. So a little more weight into the heels. See if you can lift up all 10 toes and lower the toes. Now we're going to stay right here. Try to keep a straight spine. We're going to be twisting to the left. Inhale, reach back with the left arm. Both arms are long away from each other, and exhale, come back to center. Go the other way, staying in the squat. Inhale, reach the arms out long. Exhale to the center. Again to the left, inhale, sweeping the arm, and exhale. Other way, inhale, and exhale. And we have one more each side. Stay on your squat. Try not to bring your knees with you into that twist. Hold your knees really still. Last time. And exhale. And now as we inhale, come to standing, we're going to bring our arms up. We'll exhale, circle the arms down. And roll the shoulders. Time for our balance. I'm going to stand right in front of the mat. Again, I don't like to stand on a soft mat. It makes the balance a little more challenging. So standing on a nice firm floor would be good here. So we'll start with little leg circles. We'll put our weight into our right foot. Bring the left leg out in front of us. It doesn't have to be up very high. I want you to keep a nice neutral spine while you're here. Point the foot. And from the hip joint, 6 little circles in one direction. Pause at the top, and then go the other direction. And pause. Bring the leg down and switch legs. Right leg forward. Point the foot. No movement in the foot or the ankle, just the hip joint. We'll do 6. Pause, other way. And pause and come down. Gosh, that was easy, wasn't it? Well, we're not done. So let's take that left foot forward, or left leg forward. And this time we're going to combine the little leg circles with arm circles. So just watch me and follow along. Circle 6 times one direction. Inhale. And at the pause here, the arms are up. Now we circle the other way as we bring the arms down. Exhale. Good, let's just do it again, same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause, other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do 2 times on the other side. Shake it out. Get your balance. Right leg forward. Set your arms. Relax your shoulders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just be sure you're breathing. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause, other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Success. Good. I notice everybody's breathing again. You were still holding your breath, weren't you? All right, we're going to be working our way down to the mat in a minute. Let's walk forward on the mat. We're just going to do one roll down. So stand tall, set your body, relax the shoulders, the arms are going to dangle. Inhale and exhale. Drop the head, round the spine, bend the knees. We're just going to hang here in our easy forward bend and take an extra breath. Nice. Then we'll bring the hands down to the mat, come to all fours, and we're going to come to sitting. You can swing your legs around and come to sitting, or you can cross your ankles over each other and glide back until you're sitting cross-legged, and then we'll all take our legs out and maybe scooch forward on the mat. And we're going to come to sitting. And we're going to pause, take a few breaths, finding a flat back, and maybe one more breath here. As we're breathing, we want to get our spine longer. Flat back. Make sure your head's not coming forward. Okay, maybe bring the chin back a little bit. Good. So arms forward. Let's just kind of connect the arms under the shoulder joints so we're not like this. Right, we'll take our inhale. And we're going to round the lower half of the spine a little bit as we roll back just a little bit. Let's pause here and inhale. We'll exhale, roll back up. Inhale, flat back, get taller. Exhale, rounding back a little further. Pause, inhale. And exhale, roll back up. And inhale. And exhale. We're going to try to roll back 3/4 of the way. Try to keep the heels down. Inhale, this is flat. Exhale, think of floating back up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, here we go, all the way down to the mat. Nice and slow, stay in control. As the upper spine comes down, we'll bring the arms up, head comes down. Nice, beautiful arm circles as we circle the arms around. Come to home position. I'm going to scooch down on the mat a little bit. Knees are bent, feet on the mat. Legs and feet are hip joint width apart. Arms relax alongside the body. So I want to start with little pelvic rocks. What I want you to do is take your thumbs and find the top front of the hip bones. Just dig in there and look for them so you can feel them. And then don't be shy. Take your fingertips and find your pubic bone right there. So right here in your neutral position, they should all be level with each other. In other words, one's not higher than the other. When we tuck our pelvis, we exhale and we pull the belly and we press the low back into the mat, and the pelvis kind of rocks toward you. The pubic bone comes up higher than the hip bones. When we inhale and rock the pelvis away, arch our low back, the pubic bone should drop a little lower than the hip bones. So we exhale, tuck. We inhale, arch, and one more exhale, tuck. We inhale, arch, and just come to neutral pelvis. Now take your arms alongside your body. We're going to do one bridge. Inhale, exhale, tuck, like we just did, and think of you being a puppet, and the puppeteer has the string attached to your pubic bone, and she's pulling your pubic bone up toward the ceiling. Take your inhale at the top. The rib cage is soft and relaxed and heavy. Exhale, the spine lowers one vertebra at a time. The puppeteer is lowering you carefully and slowly. And the low back comes down last. And we come to our neutral position. We hold our spine in the neutral position with no pelvic rocking. We exhale, lift up the right leg, keeping the right knee bent. If you bring the knee in too close to the chest, then you rock the pelvis, you press the low back into the mat. That's what we don't want. So find the neutral spine, now lift up the left leg. I stop right here. We'll inhale down. Right leg up, exhale. All your focus is this part of the body. You're holding it perfectly still. Your skeleton is holding perfectly still. The femur bone, the thigh bone is moving in the hip joint. Last one with the left leg. And lower. Now it gets a little harder for the marching. We keep the neutral spine, the stillness of the body. We lift up the right leg. And as we lower the right leg, we lift up the left leg. Now we're working. Your abdominal wall is firm, and it's your abdominal wall that's holding the lower spine really still, and you're breathing. Good, we'll finish it up. We'll put the right foot down first, and then the left foot. Take the arms up. We'll have the palms facing forward. Bring the right leg to tabletop position. Bring the left leg to tabletop position and squeeze the legs together. Press the low back into the mat. Inhale, lift up the head, and exhale, lift up into a little chest lift position. Bring the arms forward. If this is a strain on your neck, one hand behind the head for support. We have the 100. From the shoulder joints, start pumping the arms, breathing. Decide how many pumps per breath, whatever works for you. If your hand is behind the head, you're pumping one arm. If you want to make it a little harder, straighten both legs up to the ceiling. If you want to make it a little harder, lower the legs a little bit. Shoulder blades glide down. It's the abdominals holding up the head. If you have a hand behind the head, switch hands. This stays flat. Arm stays solid, fingers stay long. And 10 more. Pause. We'll bring the legs back to tabletop. We lower one foot at a time, and we'll lower the head. Nicely done. Get your feet lined up with each other. I know you can't see them, but we're in home position. Make sure one foot is not further forward than the other foot. Going into a bridge. Inhale first. Exhale, tuck. Pubic bone being pulled up to the ceiling. At the top, take your inhale. Make sure your hip creases are open. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck. Again, pressing the feet equally into the mat to lift up, keeping the hip bones level with each other. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale at the bottom. Let's do one more. Going for that nice slinky spine. Inhale at the top. And exhale, lengthen and lower. Very nice. Bring the legs and the feet together. Bottoms of the feet are on the floor. Bring the arms up. And then bring the arms overhead, resting them on the floor. Probably your low back wants to arch up. We're going to use the abdominals to keep the low back pretty close to the mat. Relax the shoulders. We're going to leave the feet down. We're going to take a twist, but when you twist toward me, the bottoms of the feet come up. See my feet? I'm keeping my knees glued together and my feet glued together. Come back to the middle. Go the other way. Inhale out. This is more of a stretch than anything, and exhale back to the middle. Try not to overarch the low back as you're moving, so the belly muscles stay drawn into the spine. Go away from me, inhale, and exhale. Let's do one more time each side. Nice, inhale, feel the intensity of the stretch, and exhale back, and inhale away, and exhale back. Okay, bring the arms up. Let's do this. Grab your legs and assist your legs as they come up to tabletop. Wiggle around and press that low back against the mat. Getting ready for a spine twist. Arms out to the side in an airplane position along the floor. Hopefully you don't have furniture in the way. Press the low back into the mat and pivot the hips toward me. Inhale. and exhale back to center. You probably don't have a block at home, so squeeze the knees together and try not to let the knees glide past each other. And again, second set, inhale and exhale, and other way, inhale and exhale. We have one more set to go, one more each way. Inhale out, exhale back, twisting away from me for the last one. Inhale out and exhale back. Lower one foot at a time. That's safer for the low back. Home position. This time, hands are behind the head. So inchworm, wiggle around, make your spine longer, whatever it takes. Longer spine. This will narrow your waistline. Feet are going to stay down. We inhale first. We exhale, lift the head, and then immediately lift the upper part of the spine. Lengthen it out. Pause, inhale, and exhale, slowly lower. And stay in the work, don't relax. Inhale, again, exhale, lift. Arms are essentially relaxed and hands are not pushing into the head. And exhale, come down. And inhale. And exhale up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, come down. And inhale. We're going to be adding the twist now. Exhale up. Stay lifted, stay long. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist toward me. The upper elbow gets closer to the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist away from me. Upper elbow moves up toward the ceiling, not to the other side. And inhale, untwist. And exhale, twist. And inhale, untwist. And exhale, twist. And inhale, untwist. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. We're going to do one more set, that is. And here's the last one. And inhale. And then come down. Good, back to home position. Let's do some quick leg circles. Straighten out your left leg, point your left foot, gently press the left leg into the mat. We'll take the right leg up. And let's decide what we want to do with the arms. Move them slightly away from the body, just outside of your mat, palms down. We're going to flex the right foot. Now really straighten that right leg. We're going to take a slow circle to the inside, hold the hips very, very still. No movement in the hips or the spine. Pause at the top, go the other way. And pause at the top. We're going to go faster, doing 6 each direction. We're going to go to the inside first. Here we go. And pause. And again. And pause. The bigger the circle, the harder it is. If your hips are still moving around, make a smaller circle. 2 more. And last one. And other direction. Again. Pause. Again. And 2 more. And last one. And pause. Gracefully bend the knee and point the foot. Bring the knee in a little closer to the chest, and then glide the leg away. Point the foot, press the heel down, left leg up. Right foot is pointed, left foot is flexed, right leg is pressing gently into the mat, spine is staying neutral, slow circle to the inside. Pause at the top, go the other way, make sure the hips are nice and still. And pause. Let's go to the inside. There's 1, pause. And 2, pause. Again. Pause. Pause, hold still. And 1 more. And pause. Other way. And pause. And 2. And pause. And 3. And pause. 3 more to go. And last one. And pause, bend the knee, point the foot, bring the knee close to the chest, and then we'll take that leg straight out, glide it along the floor. Okay, come to home position, bend the knees, feet on the floor, hands behind the head. We'll inhale first, we'll exhale, lift up the head and the chest. We're gonna hold lifted in our chest lift. Now I'd like you to bring the feet and the knees together. Firm up those belly muscles. As you inhale, I want you to just lighten up on the feet and glide the heels away and almost straighten the legs. As you exhale, just slide the feet back in. And we'll inhale, glide away. And exhale, slide the feet back in. The heels are just lightly brushing the mat. Lift the upper body a little higher. We have one more to go. Good, feet stay on the mat. One last inhale, and exhale, lower down. Separate the legs and the feet to hip joint width. Bring the arms alongside the body, getting ready for a bridge. Let's just visualize the spine lengthening out. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis. With both feet pressing equally into the mat, we float the pubic bone up. And we're going to stay here. Manage your body here. Make any little adjustments you need to make until you're in a perfect bridge. The hip creases are really open and the hip bones are really level with each other. We're going to do similar leg movement as earlier. Take an inhale first. Exhale, keep the right hip bone right where it is as you lift up the right leg. Keep the knee bent. Inhale, foot back down to the mat. Other side, exhale. And inhale. We're going nice and slow because we want to monitor our pelvis and our hip bones. We don't want to have a drop on one side. Alternating legs. Observe yourself. Good. One more to go. Left leg is last. And inhale, lower the foot. Hopefully you didn't have to make a big change here to correct that pelvis. Hopefully it stayed put. One more inhale. We'll exhale, lower the spine one vertebra at a time. And I want you to pull your knees into your chest. I want you to make your spine longer along the mat. Tuck your chin a little bit. We're going to do some knee circles. Hold on to the knees, relax the legs, open the knees out to the side, circle them around. So move the knees away until your arms are straight, and then bring the knees back together. Pull them in, and again, full circles with the knees. This should give us a nice inner thigh stretch. Plus, it really mobilizes the hip joints. One more time this direction. And we'll go the other direction. So yes, there's a little bit of movement in your spine. That's okay, because our goal here is to make nice big circles. One more time. Okay, legs go right into tabletop, knees and feet slightly apart. Hands behind the head. We'll lift up into our chest lift position. We'll get ready for our crisscross. Right knee comes in closer, left leg out long and very straight, feet are pointed. Lift the upper body up a little higher. I want everybody to twist toward the bent knee. Exhale. Now as we twist the other way, we switch legs. Exhale again, and twist, and twist, and kick, and exhale, and twist, twist, kick, reach, twist, twist. Now come back to the middle. Let go of your head, grab your right leg, straighten both legs. Let that one left heel come down, lift the upper body up a little higher. If you have strain in your neck, hands behind the head. If you're okay, lightly grasp the right leg, pulse it twice, and switch, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and exhale, and keep those legs as straight as possible. Don't let that low back come up off the mat. Keep it down. And one more set. We'll finish with the left leg up. Now keep lifted in the upper body, hands on top of the knees, going into double leg stretch. I'm going to show you one of them first. It'll be an inhale out long, exhale arm circle around. If you need to support your head with one hand behind the head, you'll do single arm. We're going to do 8 in all. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And out and in. Switch arms and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. 2 more. Good. Bring the head down. Hold on to both knees. Knees in close to the chest. Straighten both legs up to the ceiling. Flex the feet. Legs together. Arms out to the side in an airplane position, palms up. Corkscrew. Inhale, pivot the legs toward me. Don't let the legs slide. Exhale, semicircle down and around to the other side and back to the middle. Other direction, short inhale, long exhale. Pivot the hips. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, exhale. One more time each side. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Legs back to the middle. Bend the knees. 1 foot at a time down to the mat. Full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs out long. Go ahead and let your back arch. Take in a big inhale and spread the rib cage. 2 more breaths. This is your reward. We all need a break every now and then. And one more. Good. We will come back into our home position. Getting ready for another bridge. We're going to do the long bridge. What I want you to do is move your feet, just inchworm the feet further away from your behind. So you're just starting to straighten the knees more. Right about like this should be okay. So no fancy stuff. We're just going to lift and lower into a bridge. It's going to be a little harder because your feet are far away. So inhale first. Exhale, lift the pubic bone, tuck the pelvis, and then float the hips up high enough so that the hip creases open. Inhale at the top. And exhale, the upper spine comes down first, then the mid spine, and then the lower spine. And inhale, come to neutral. This is a short little break right here. Again, exhale. And inhale, we got the glutes working now, right? And exhale, come down. We have 2 more. As we inhale, we're going to bring the arms up. We're going to leave the arms up. Exhale, tuck, float up to your long bridge. Press those feet equally into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale. We have 1 more to go. Exhale. Inhale at the top. I changed my mind. We're just going to stay right here. Can you get the pubic bone up a little higher? Good. Can you press all 10 toes down into that mat? Don't drop the pubic bone. Good. 1 more breath. Don't give it up. 1 last inhale. And we'll exhale, slowly come down. Very nice. Knees to chest. Move around a little bit if you like. I'm going to get a sip of water. A little recovery here. And I promised you a new thing. So finish your recovery. And you can follow along if you like, but I'm going to demo this first. If you just want to watch it, that's perfectly fine. So we start in home position, of course. Arms are up with the palms facing inward, and we bring the legs to tabletop position. Knees and feet are together. So we inhale to prepare. Oh, by the way, the palms are facing forward here. Yeah. So we inhale to prepare. We exhale, we lift up into a chest lift as we extend the legs. So now on the inhale, as we bring the arms up and overhead, the legs come apart. We try not to drop the upper spine. As we exhale, the arms come back and the legs come back together. As we inhale, the knees bend and we come down to the mat and the arms are up. Okay, that's the exercise. If you want to follow along, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, legs apart, arms overhead. Exhale, legs together, arms forward. Inhale, down to the mat. Let's do it again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One hand will be behind the head if necessary. 2 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And inhale down. 1 foot down, other foot down, arms down. We'll take a few breaths. And what time is it? Let's roll over onto our side. Go ahead and roll directly over onto your side. I'm going to take off this little box so it's not in the way. Side lift and side kick. So let's start by taking the whole body long along the mat with everything lined up. Lower arm along the floor, palm up, head rests on the arm. A folded up towel would be good here too. Kickstand hand in place. Legs, both legs shift slightly out to the front. Now, let's just do the upper leg first. We're going to lift the upper leg so it's parallel to the floor, and then lengthen it out. This moves our upper hip bone away from the rib cage. And then we lift the upper leg as high as it'll go. Try not to let that hip bone come back into the rib cage. We'll inhale lower. We'll do 2 more. And because you're keeping the hip bone away from the rib cage, you will not be able to lift the leg as high as you usually do. And then to demonstrate that, we're going to lift it 1 more time and now bring the hip bone close to the rib cage and see the difference. Good, and lower the leg. Now both legs are going to lift. The legs stay together if possible. You will not be able to get them very high. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower almost all the way to the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Your waistline may or may not be lifting and lowering. It is okay to translate into the waistline. Lower spine doing a little side bending that helps you get a little more lift. 1 more time. And lower the legs. Supporting hand goes up now. We're going to do 5 more, balancing on our own. Exhale, lift. Waistline might push into the mat. Inhale, lower the legs as the waistline lifts off the mat. And lift. And lower, and lift, and lower. 2 more. And last one. And lower the legs. Very nice. Push yourself up to the elbow. Now the legs are going to be in the same place. The legs are long and straight. Keep the forearm down on the mat. We'll lift it out of this lower shoulder. Not this, but this. And the spine should be straight. The upper arm reaches up. Now widen your chest. Fingertips alongside the head. Don't change anything in the upper body. Lift the upper leg so it's parallel to the floor. Lengthen the leg out, flex the foot, and slowly move it forward and see how far it'll go before you start to curl the pelvis. And then point the foot and bring the leg behind you. See how far it'll go without you arching the low back. Let's take the pulses now. Exhale forward, pulse, pulse, inhale back, pulse, pulse, and forward, and back. And what's your upper body doing? Hopefully you're holding it still. It wants to rock forward and backward. Try to hold it still. And one more set. And legs line up and lower the leg. Very nice. We have one more side to do. We'll swing the legs around, lying on the other side facing the camera. Line the body up with the mat first, lower arm out. Long palm up, head rests on the arm. Kickstand hand on the floor. Now the legs shift slightly out to the front. We're going to lift up the upper leg only, lengthen it out. And then upper leg goes up. It probably won't go very high. And lower. So this hip bone here stays away from the rib cage. And lower. One more time. And lower. Now just to see what it's like, we're going to allow the hip bone to move toward the rib cage. Now you can get that leg way up there. And slowly lower. All right, legs stay together. Here we go. Exhale, legs lift. Inhale, lower and hover. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Two more. So you have a sense of the waistline moving up and down as you move the legs. And lower. Arm up. Got to balance on your own. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Waistline presses into the floor. Waistline lifts off the floor. Exhale. Inhale, two more. And last one. And lower the legs, very nice. Coming up to the elbow. Let's see if side kick feels any difference on this side. Rib cage is lifted, lift it out of the shoulder. Arm up, this is to widen our chest. And don't lose the wide chest as you bring the fingertips to the head. Upper leg lifts parallel to the floor, flex the foot. Move it out in front of you, just explore here. How far will it go? Okay, flex the foot, move it behind you. No arching of the low back. And we're ready to start. Exhale, pulse, pulse, inhale, pulse, pulse. Leg moving horizontally. Forward and back. And exhale and inhale. Upper body holds still. One more set. Start position and lower. Very good. Let's take a rest pose, your version of a rest pose. If you have bad knees, it's this. If you're okay, you can sit on your heels. If your shoulders don't like this, arms alongside the body. Pick your place. We'll take about 3 easy breaths. The rest of the class, we're going to be working our back muscles and the back of the legs, going into extension. Come on up to all fours. Let's take one cat-cow just to get the spine released. We'll exhale around the spine, lifting the belly up high, and inhale, arch the back, and lift up the tail feathers and kind of bring the chest forward and up. Good. Let's lie down on the belly. Back extension. Legs squeeze together, arms squeeze into the sides of the body, shoulder blades down, feet are pointed. Now the legs are going to stay down. The front of the shoulders and the face are just above the mat. Draw the abdominal wall in. As you inhale, lift up the head, chest, and shoulders. As you exhale, lower and hover. Again, inhale, keep the length of the body, move the toes away from the collarbones. Exhale, lower and hover. Always keep the length of the body as we work. And lower and hover. The belly muscles stay strong to support us. Inhale. And exhale, lower and hover. Now let the legs separate, move the arms slightly away from the body. palms face down, open up the shoulders. Inhale, lift all parts of the body. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, lift the legs, arms, chest, head stays in line with the spine. Exhale, lower and hover. 2 more. Stay long. Exhale down. Inhale up, adding on to this. Exhale, legs together. Inhale, legs apart. Exhale, legs together, stay lifted. Inhale, legs apart. Exhale, legs together. Inhale, legs apart. And exhale, come down and stack the hands under the forehead. Take a rest, relax the head, and take 3 slow breaths and feel the back of the body slowly releasing. Feel the back of the body finally relaxing. Lose any tension that you have. 1 more breath. And stay here a little longer if you like, or come on up to all fours. Do not round your back yet. Just keep a neutral spine. Find that neutral spine. Glide the shoulder blades downward toward the waist. Take the arch out of your low back and narrow your waistline and lengthen your neck. Now, lift up the tail feathers first, arching the low back, and then slide the chest forward and up. We're in extension. We inhale. We exhale, come to neutral spine, and only slightly round the spine. A little tuck in the pelvis. Inhale again, arch, nice big arch. Exhale, come to neutral spine and round the spine a little bit more. Once more, inhale, arch. Lift those tail feathers high, bring the chest forward. And now a full rounding of the spine. Exhale and dig the belly button in really deep and bring the mid-spine up to the ceiling. And 3 more rounds of that. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. 1 more set. Inhale. And exhale, round. And we're going to add on to that. Let's come to neutral spine. Shift your hips out to the right like you're wagging your tail, and then side bend your upper spine the same direction. Try to look around your right shoulder and see the side of your hips. And then go the other way, hips to the left. We're moving horizontally. We're not rounding or arching. We go to the right and the left and the right. And last one to the left. And come to neutral. Let's come to sitting facing your screen. Okay. Bend your knees if necessary. Find a tall, straight spine and allow the shoulders to drop. And then we'll straighten the legs. Bring the legs together. If this is causing your spine to round, bend the knees a little bit. We'll relax the hands alongside the hips. As you inhale, an arm circle, arms out to the side and up. As you exhale, we're going to start rolling back. Then we're going to round our spine and drop the head and reach forward and reach for the toes. And if you can't reach your toes, let your hands rest on your shins. We're going to take 3 breaths here. A nice juicy inhale. And an exhale, we'll pull the belly in a little more. And an inhale. And an exhale, we let the head drop a little more. 1 more inhale. On the exhale, we'll start to stack our spine. So we'll stack the lower spine first, and then stack the mid-spine. Stack the upper spine. We have a flat back, and bring the head up last. Bring your arms out in front of you, and everybody deserves a big hand. Next class, I think, will be done in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, we'll have a brand new class. Keep doing classes and stick around for the whole thing, okay? Have a fabulous 2 weeks, everyone. Thank you.